My name is Josh Key. I'm the founding attorney of Key Law LLC. We are an estate planning and probate law firm in Huntsville, Alabama. Case Status really has kind of taken our firm to the next level. Using Clio, it's been great. We've been able to streamline a lot of our processes and everything, but it just gives us that little extra competitive advantage over other firms because it's allowed our staff to actually focus more on the client work, but also providing great service to our clients, always being able to give that constant contact with our clients. So it's been a great thing. We've seen some great revenue increases, almost double the revenue since we've started using Case Status. We're dealing with the busy families, the people that are working two jobs, or some of the other people that have so many things going on with kids and different things. And so we've really tailored our firm to be able to meet those families where they are. And Case Status has really helped us to be able to help those busy moms and those busy families still get their estate planning done, or if it's a probate case, not have to worry so much about keeping up with everything and knowing exactly where their case is along the way. Take the estate planning and probate process away from them so they can focus on what's important, which is really the time with their families.
Yeah.
But especially for what I've got going on in my firm, the checklist aspect of it is so important. And whether it's internally with, tasks and things that you have set up for how you move files. But what's really nice is that when, in a probate, when I'm trying to get a death certificate, I can set that on a checklist. I can set the due date. And it's so wonderful that I'm able to just let it go, let Case Status do its thing. It'll remind them. It'll get that back for me. And like Paul said, it's right at the top, right at their stage. So if they go into the app and they're like, well, why isn't my case moving? Well, it stares them right dead in the face. Hey, you need to do this, this, and this. And for my practice, especially from the estate planning side, it's so important because people are typically not just ready to do their estate plan, and you kind of have to constantly touch them and constantly be in contact with them in order to be able to get those cases to move. And so it's really nice to be able to have that checklist function that the client knows exactly what's expected of them. You're not having to go chase them down for documents. It pretty much shifts them in a situation where if they want to complete the task and they want to complete their case, they're doing it in a partnership with you, and the expectations are very, very clear. And I wanted to touch on some of the privacy aspect of it. I had a client that accidentally did not enter their social security number correctly, and they were kind of not really sure about giving that information over Case Status. And I was actually be able to show them the SOX 2 compliance and all of that wonderful things to show them that it was safe to be able to do that. And so it really just gives you an opportunity to have that information to go back and forth with it being secure. And as far as adoption, when you call my firm, my receptionist will take your information and all of that, but they will always say, if you want a faster response, go to the Case Status app. And it's amazing how many people will send a message to that and how much time it takes off of my schedule to be able to do that. It's amazing. In my practice areas, it is so important to be quick and to have the constant client contact, because many times with estate planning and with probate, people will kind of fall by the wayside. They'll get a couple of things done and then, well, it's not the right time, or you'll start getting some friction there. And so what's really nice is that in my practice area, I'm a little bit more agile and a little bit quicker by being able to use Clio, being able to use Case Status to get that information back from people, and my files move so much quicker. And if you ask the majority of clients, what is their biggest gripe about their attorney? It's that they have no idea what's going on. They don't speak with their attorney or get that communication and that concierge service that they know what's going on. And the second part of it is that their case just takes forever. And a lot of that can be mitigated just from the simple fact of, hey, here's the stages where it's at. Here's what it means. Here's what's expected of you. Here's what we're doing. Here's every file and every piece, every letter that we've sent on your behalf that you can see. It gives that transparency. It shows that the case is moving, and it gives that little extra touch. And the other part of it is from the attorney side, is I can set up automations. I can send happy birthday messages, Christmas messages, and just be able to have that constant communication and contact, even though I'm not spending hours and hours and hours and my staff's not over the phone with them. And when you look at estate planning and probate, I'm able to close estate plans in 14 days. I'm able to file initial petitions for probate in 48 hours when everybody's got their stuff together. So it just makes me that little bit quicker, but I'm also giving the communication style, and that's giving me a competitive advantage across Alabama that a lot of firms that are, still struggling with their tech stack or still trying to get things dialed in, I'm running circles around them, and that's how my revenue's increased. So my practice area has a lot of threats coming in from a lot of people like LegalZoom or other people. And it's amazing to me how often we see people coming in from just some estate planning issues or probate issues that have kind of had that. And so what case status has really allowed me to do is be able to meet those people, compete with those, but still bring the competitive advantage, still bring the expertise that me and my firm and my staff bring, while still being able to compete. And, there was the Domino's pizza analogy, and that's really kind of how a lot of clients view us, as the Domino's pizza of estate planning and probate. We're able to respond quickly, be agile, get things done, and be able to provide a service, a concierge service, and a level that basically combines the two of the old school lawyer that is still kind of doing everything by paper and has big filing cabinets in the back, versus a LegalZoom where somebody goes in and they think in 15 minutes they've got an estate plan that's narrowly tailored to what they do. And so what we do is we're able to take that speed and take that old school expertise and bring it together while still being able to communicate with our clients. And that gives a level of service to allow other people to go do and live their lives and spend time with their family and their loved ones. And so that's really what our firm tries to do. They really try to take that burden or that stress off of families and off of those that choose to hire us, and allow them to sleep at night knowing that things are taken care of and that they're in good hands. And when they do have those issues, much like Janice said, they've got kind of a phone a friend aspect where they can text or send a message real quick for a question to make sure that they're doing things correctly. So really appreciate Case Status, Paul. Thank you for having us. And I would encourage anyone that has any doubts about it in just a short amount of time, as you can see from my stats, especially with those that my clientele may be a little bit older or moving past that technology gap. I would encourage you to definitely reach out and at least have a call.